I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
All right, then. 2 months ago, I said I was going to go to Houston to attend this trial, but faith did not allow me to do that. So last year, or should say back in 2023 into 2024, this woman made a video saying that she was hit with a brick in her face because she refused a phone number, refused to give out a phone number to a certain man, and she received a brick to her face allegedly. And then she was talking about how black men did not protect her. And then you have, and I'm a include myself in this. I'm gonna include myself. I initially I believed her. Initially I believed her. Right up until I find out, and because I live close by, um, close by to area, the street where it happened at, the club where it happened at, and you know, it's impossible for, first of all, a brick. You hit somebody with a brick, your face would be your face would be caved in and crushed for one, and you wouldn't be talking at all. And second, there's cameras all the way around that location, especially at the convenience store that was across the street when those three black men crossed the street and she was pointing to the black men. Why didn't y'all protect me? Those were employees from a gas station across the street. Okay. And I'm probably about the second person, third person you know, and Freddie, Freddie, ooh, man, you started the roast. You started the roast. Rhoda was dick, I'll admit that, but her dickness couldn't save her from her stupidity. And we own that right there, Fred. We own about the stupidity part. Now, late last year, I forgot which month it was. I forgot which month. Either back in December or January this year. I forgot which month it was. She went ahead. She was offered a plea deal. Wait, hold on. I remember Cat Black did a video on it and imaginally, yeah, yeah. So what I'm going to do? Let me just do this real quick because out of respect of the other content creator who's also covering this, I'm going to put up. Well, I'll do when the time is ready. But yeah, but anyway, I'll put that up in a minute. They gave her a plea deal. Now the plea deal, and I forgot what was the plea, what was the sentence, right? You know what was she would get out of the plea deal. Do you know she was stupid to have a trial, and the trial started yesterday. That's why I said though last week or no 2 week 2 months ago 2 months ago I said you know, get ready for June 26, 2025. So the trial started, and this woman is stupid. Out of the plea deal, none of the other information was going to come out. Let me say it again. Well, yeah, dick in the head. Yeah, she got dick in the head. She's so scatterbrained. Dick also means stupid. Yeah, she is. She's so stupid, right? With the plea deal, I mean, I'm gonna talk about the plea deal because I forgot the details of the plea deal. Forgot about the details of the plea deal. They was not going to bring up the other issues, Fred. And shout out to May, the Alchemist. Now, back then, I believed her until I figured out where she was at and who was those gentlemen that crossed the street. While she's over to point that phone at everybody, talking about black men did not protect me. And no, let me say this to you, blue pill simps, you older head blue pill simps who got a problem with me. The truth matters with Big J, not your opinion, not your sexual, uh, uh, trying to use you to gain brownie points with women, like how some of you blue pill simps are. I tell the truth. Why? Because facts matter. Because I show the evidence. Now, let's talk about what the court said, right? Now, I wasn't there, so I didn't have a chance to go over there. But this is her case number, right? This is her case number. I want you to look at this, right? Now look at the bottom. The next city is the next date is July the 24th, 2025. July 24th, right? And let me go over here, right here. You see, See, like look like though they have moved they delayed the trial till next month because it was supposed to start this month, but they delayed it. So my bad on that, right? But she's gonna face more than 2 years, actually 10. And this is so stupid, right? On her part. Let me tell you why she is so damn dumb. If you're gonna take a plea deal, I'm a, I know I know I didn't explain it earlier. The plea deal had to explain the other cases she been to. Okay, she doesn't have to explain the prostitution case that was levied against her, the other scams and everything else. She would just been talking about just what happened to her in Houston. But she's so stupid. She said, "I want a trial." What lawyer would do that? I bet the man she oh now I could be I'm speculating, so I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong on this. I speculate she went ahead and override what the attorney said, or that the attorney was stupid, or that the attorney was lazy, stupid, or had no business passing the law, passing the law exam. Must have cheated the law exam. You do not go to trial when you got that heavy baggage on you. When they're going to leak out all the other stuff along with the what's going on what's going on with you. Yeah, she was the courts are leaning to the right. It's not time to be. Yeah, exactly. How stupid can you be? Now she up there in Harris County. She could have took that plea deal, did like I don't know 6 months. I'm only assuming because I didn't read the plea deal. Again, I did not read the plea deal, but she could have did 6 months to a year and got out. No, what she did is she's about to face from 2 to 10 years. 2 to 10 years. She'll be 43 years old when get out of prison. This is just dumb. This is when you allow social media allow people to have certain vanities. It you see I gotta say this. I'm at a point where if it wasn't for YouTube and TikTok, a lot of you people would be dead or in jail. Okay, but that's all for a whole other story. I got that's a whole other point I got to do because social media give people this impression to think that they are invincible. Oh, I'm just going to point the camera at everybody in the room and say, "Oh, black men did not protect me when," and she showed it to those 3 young men who crossed the street. They worked at a convenience store. They ran across the street to see what the fuck to help her ass out, and she pointed the camera at them. Y'all didn't help me. And everybody, and I'm gonna say this again, including myself, took the bait. But it took me 2 days. It took me 2 days to change my mind. because I say, wait a minute, where did this happen at? Then I'm sitting there like, okay, it just happened here. Therefore, the cameras at the stoplight, the cameras at the club, the cameras at the building adjacent to it, and at the convenience store. So there's no way this man hit her with a brick, because if he did hit her with a brick or a rock or whatever the case may be, he will be under the jailhouse already. But if you tell these grifters online, because like you got some of these simps over here, right? These blue pill old head 60-year-old simps. They want to think, oh, believe all women. Oh, because she's a woman, we're going to believe her regardless, rather than looking at, okay, if he hit her with a brick, how come the cameras never picked up on that? There was about 6 cameras, and none of them saw the footage of this man beating up. And then say something about the man. The man deserved what he got because he was thirsty. Okay, let me just say this: he was thirsty, going to the club, and he got this stinking ass woman up in there in his car. Yeah, I did. I seen people who been out there. Yeah, yeah, right. But I fell for it. See, I fell for. I'm a man to admit I fell for it until I saw where it happened at, what club it was, and the convenience store that was across the street. Then I said, wait a minute. There's cameras. First of all, it's Houston. First of all, it's Houston. There's cameras everywhere in Houston. Okay, the stoplight has cameras. Convenience stores got cameras. There's cameras in alleyways. So there was no way for this man to come over there and he asked for her number and she said no, and he hit her with a brick. That's not really the case. But she's so stupid. Just dumb. Okay? She's so dumb. Now though, now she wouldn't take the plea. Anybody would have took the plea and go home. She could have been home in what, half of a year. She would have took those 6 months and let it ride. No, what's she gonna do? I'm gonna do it by trial. Oh my God. You gonna do this by trial? There's people asking for 10 years behind that now. You could have went home. You could have did. See, this is how stupid she is. She thought she was so full of fucking pride, right? 6 months. I'll be home next 6 months. That'd be okay. So when she did this, right? When she did the plea, I want to assume it was around like January. So it would have been this time of the year. I would be walking out of. If I was in her place, I would have, I would have plead and walked out in August of this year. No, now it's till the age of her being 43 years old, and she's 33 years old. She's going to do a stint. 10 years, 5 to 10 years. You got to be dumb. But then again, that's all that pride and vanity and everything else. Damn, that's so dumb. I'm reading this shit and I'm trying to read it. And there's one thing I cannot stand by Harris County. if you try to look this up on Harris County, they give you a lot of it's not like going to other counties or going to other smaller towns and stuff where if you going to look up for a court case, that's you type in the name in the court case, it'll pop on up. No, in Harris County, you have to sit there and register with this and register with that. Email. We need this. Shit like that. You know, even though it's free, you had to register to get this information and get that information. Well, wait a minute. I thought this was supposed to be a public. You know. Anyway. That's besides the point. That's besides the point. But yeah, shit. A plea deal. What? Ain't nothing to plead. There's cameras all over the place. What the fuck you talking about? There's cameras. Wasn't hitting no damn brick. Hell, there was no footage of you being hit with a brick. Her face was swollen up when she got up in the car with the man. Where are you hitting the brick at? Inside the club or outside the club? I'm just saying. To them Simps that is, but me though it was on the basis on how I was feeling at the day. Was gonna be but anyway, I'm gonna leave this alone. This is a little update. So they pushed back the trial to July the 24th, 2025. So I thought that was going to start the trial yesterday, and I was like, wait a minute, how come it didn't start it? So they pushed it back. I don't know what happened. Right. Wasn't she in the club with a mask and people still making excuses for that part? Yeah. You got the BWE idiots. You got the swerves and the investors trying to make excuses for her. Wrong is wrong, no matter who does it. She lied. Not just once. There was too many. Listen, the DA office stated they found multiple inconsistencies and multiple discrepancies in her story. And I know the area. Well, I don't know the area. No, I don't know it. But I do know that street light that there is a wait a minute. Is there a street light there? Wait a minute. I'm trying to think real quick. There's a street light. Well, anyway, there are cameras. I'm gonna put it like there. There's cameras at the gas station. There's cameras outside. So there is no evidence that man beating her ass up with a brick. Okay. So anyway, let me jump off of here. I'll see y'all next time. I'm out. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. So then NBC opinion piece was being used as evidence. It isn't just news report, right? Mm-hmm. But anyway, I'm gonna jump off here, y'all. Y'all be easy. Thank y'all for coming, though. I just came to do a little short update about this. I might come back maybe in an hour. I'm not sure. I might come back in an hour or so because I got to talk about Bibi Netanyahu going to Greece while he was bombing Iran, while everybody else in Tel Aviv was being hit. Anyway, Fred, man, you thirsty, man, you thirsty. Anyway, let me get off of here. Thank y'all for coming. I'm out.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.